So I think this is one of the areas where they redid the graphics a bit. Okay, there's nothing in here. Oh, I think there's a health drink over here, isn't there? That's why I was looking. Like, at least the lighting in the butterfly area. I don't know if this lighting was redone, because I don't think this was in the original PC release. Like, I don't think the lighting was done quite right at any rate. I think this is literally all there is in the room, just this big weird hole in the wall that you can put your hand into, which isn't weird at all. How does he know that? Why does he think that? Oh god. This is such a him thing to do as well. Like, who does this? Ooh, ooh. Hey, caramba. Oh, okay. And we got a key. So, yeah, so should be the key that opens the face of the clock, right? Yeah? Does that sound right? Surely yes. Who could have done this? Okay, so is that the solution? I think that's the solution. Oh, yeah, we need to use the key, don't we? Okay. We're getting there. So what does that look like? 9.5 or 9.10? Okay. So now we should be able to move it. Okay, brilliant. I thought that was going to be a lot more difficult than it was. Yeah, we'll leave that for now. He seems to be able to track health drinks through walls, or like items through walls. I never really had a problem with this in the original, or back in the day I should say, because this is the original game, isn't it? But it's interesting to think about now. Like, he has X-ray vision, and it's just for health drinks and ammo and other crap he can pick up. What else does he actually pick up? It is literally just ammo, health drinks and med kits, isn't it? I mean, there's other items you can pick up. Those are the big things. There we go. Let's have a look, actually. Because like he's sort of looking at it now, isn't he? Like he's tilting his head somewhat. He knows it's there. It's like a dog with a bone or a toy. He needs it. He's desperate for it. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You do you, James. You do you. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Nice being able to get the drop on these things. Once in a lifetime. Oh god, what the hell? Yikes. God, that design looks amazing. Oh dear. The hell? So like, my thinking is, does it even know he's there? Like, why did he start shooting? Because it just looked as though it was sort of like waving about, didn't it? Like, why did James shoot it? Please tell me. So we should be able to get outside now, after that horrific display. I don't think there's much to do in here. A lot of the rooms just seem to have like one purpose. You know, there's one thing in there. I don't mean that in a bad way necessarily, it's just interesting. Like, I think now you'd have to be a bit more creative and do more interesting things with a room. Like, even if there's just say one key item in the room, you might have to put some flavour text in, or like some interesting or some points of interest, I should say. Was there only the one in here? I thought there was two. Who's that? Who's that? But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I think now, like the butterfly room, literally all there is in there is just that hole. When you really look at it, but if that room was being made today, I think developers would probably put in a few more things. Like, just because of the way game design works now, it's a lot more complicated. Which isn't a criticism of this. I'm just saying, like, things have changed. The expectations have changed. So what does this key do then? Okay, fire escape key. Yeah, that's interesting. Did picking up the key spawning a bunch of enemies then? Or is that just coincidence? Yeah. So speaking of colouring, this corridor looks very red, orangey. I don't remember this. So this is what I mean about the colouring. Like, I don't know if it's just because they maybe like increased the saturation or improved the lighting, and that's made it some areas look more colourful. But it definitely seems a lot more colourful than the original PC release. It could just be the lighting though, I guess. Aha. I don't know why I said aha. There's nothing in here. No, nothing there. We've already got a map, haven't we? Yeah, of the whole building. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, let's do these. I thought this led to the courtyard, but no. Okay, yeah, I was about to say I think there's only one thing in here, and it's the can of drink, or the crate of cans. Right, let's go back upstairs then. Oh, hang on. Did I check the front door? I might be able to get out there. So basically I need to go back to the second floor. Okay, yeah, it opens, good. I need to go back to the second floor to use the cans. Or the canned juice, I guess I should call it. To dislodge an item. Just gonna unlock that first. Is it the first floor or the second floor? I think it's this one, isn't it? Oh yeah, here we go. I think, yep. And then we go back outside, and the item that was lodged in the chute should be out by the garbage. I think it's just a coin. See, we went all that way just to like knock an item down. Okay, so we got the coin. So this is interesting. This is actually the basis for Silent Hill 4's plot. Walter Sullivan. But I think it's just like a throwaway story in this. Like a Jesus Christ, he used a soup spoon to stab himself to death. Bloody hell. But yeah, I think it's just like a throwaway story. Like a spooky story to add atmosphere. And yet they turned it into a whole game. Or at least his story into a whole game. 2 inches in his neck. Bloody hell. I love that, like, people used that single line as like a complete justification for putting Pyramid Head in other games, and like what they did with the series later on. I mean, I don't really mind that much, but like, it's interesting that that throwaway line, or seemingly throwaway line, because there's not much else mentioned in the game, was used as justification for lots of other different like changes in the series. Because essentially Pyramid Head is just supposed to be a reflection of like James and his personality, but then he turns up in other games just because he became such an icon of the series, which is just one of those things really. But it's interesting that at the same time, like, people used like one single line or a couple of lines from this to then justify his later appearances in other games. even if they still make no sense in the original context of the monster. But yeah, that's just me rambling.